Now, here's the question of the week. What does an injured All Black do while he's on the comeback trail? The answer? Well, Michael Jones spent the weekend on the water at Lake Karapiro. That was at the National Outrigger Canoe Champs.
This time, and the starters caught them well. Out on the outside there, Taniwha's made a very good beginning, but Mare Kura down on the inside with Tarawera the powerhouse.
43 teams from 17 clubs flocked to Lake Karapiro chasing national titles. Outrigger racing sprung up in 1987. 2 years after Gisborne master carver and canoe builder Greg Brightwell took part in the historic Hawaii expedition. One of the championship organisers, Nick White, says the sport has a big future.
We have a long history in this country of excellence in water sports. We have a deep Polynesian cultural history. It matches both of those.
Chris Keldson raced in the United States and Hawaii more than 20 years ago and pushed hard for outriggers when he settled in Pawaringa in the far north.
Whenever I talked about it, people were slow to understand what I was talking about, or distrustful of Pakria or something. But eventually it all came together in Pawaringa, and we started building canoes and formed a canoe club.
Keldson's Nahui Horo team struck tough competition at the weekend.
Well, we're finding it a little more difficult, more competition, but it's good because at first there wasn't much competition, and now there's plenty. It's good to see the sport growing like it is. It's really taking off in Auckland.
The Auckland Assault's headed by Taniwha. Most of the open men's team hail from surf lifesaving and dragon boat backgrounds.
This is a sport which is very similar to the other two in that the paddling style is virtually the same. But there's a bit more skill involved, and because of the extra skill it's required, we find it's more demanding, more challenging, more enjoyable.
And tougher?
And tougher, definitely. Compared to dragon boating, which has a small paddle which is very easy to flick through the water, here you have a bait area which is about twice as big. It requires a lot of strength. And the other factor is that because we've been used to paddling on just one side, myself on the left-hand side for the last 6 years, now I've got to develop the right-hand side, and I'm finding that particularly difficult. I think I need another 2 years before I'm really good at this sport.
The Hillary Commission's Moving On program has brought a former top marathon runner and a champion rugby player to Lake Karapiro. Dave Mitchell was also a top dragon boat racer, but predicts the longboats will be left in the outriggers' wake.
This will overtake any canoeing sport in the future. It's just so easy to get into, and anyone can do it. There's no age, there's no limits. It's brilliant.
All Black Michael Jones was part of the Moving On crew, but watched from the sidelines yesterday. The training is playing a big part in his comeback to rugby.
Well, it sort of saves me going into the gym as much, and you know, you're out there and you do really work hard, and so you're getting a lot of strength work for your upper body, which you could do in the gym, but you're out there with your friends and your family, and you're out on the water, and it's great to be out on the water, and it's a lot more enjoyable.
The double canoe races involve two outriggers being lashed together. Greg Brightwell's Mare Kura Club won the women's and men's 1,000 metre events and went on to dominate the single-hole races. Brightwell's crews take it seriously, training up to 4 hours a day.
We maintain a bit of kayak training, surf life-saving, and
pretty well judged, guys, wasn't it?
We mingle the two, and we're coming up with our own program to get to international level, which I feel we're at now.
Tarawera provides the toughest opposition, and at the helm of the women's masters team is Kawaro Mayor Lynn Hartley.
It's fantastic. What it has got is a lot of feeling. Nobody tells you have to be an expert, and if you don't think that you're an experienced person, then I think it's tremendous. It's there for the fun, and it's very good exercise.
The races range from 500-metre sprints to 3,000 metres, which involves turning 5 times. Events can be won or lost in this manoeuvre. While there's a festival atmosphere ashore, the race director occasionally lays down the law. Mare Kura opens up a big lead in the men's 3,000 metre race, but only just holds out the late charge from Tarawera.
The thing is, they had no wind. We had all the wind on the outside lane. So we knew we were at a disadvantage. But our turns, we capitalised off. Great race,
Fantastic finish.
It's spectacular, Well, I hope it doesn't replace rugby. I hope.
Tatu Hoi president Christina McLary hopes the sport's rapid rise won't create problems.
It's a phenomenal growth. The sport has really come alive. Almost too fast for us to handle it. There are lots of things we've got to look at like promotion and organising teams, safety standards and so forth. But I think we'll do it. We've got good administration and we're going to work hard on that.
The next big aim is the 5th World Sprint Champs in Sacramento in 1992.
The energy and the skill is there for us to do very well in 1992.
Yeah, I think by the next World Sprints, we'll be in the running.
We're trying to find a national team now, and there's the potential here. It's very hard to choose a national team right now. Instead of relying on 2 major clubs, we've got something like 14, 15 clubs to select from.
And what chance of Michael Jones becoming a double international?
At the moment, we're really into it to learn and enjoy it. But you never know. The old competitive sort of spirit sort of takes over, and before you know it, you're really trying to go for it. I suppose like anything you want to do, if you're gonna do it, you might as well do your best at it. And ultimately, that's what I'd like to do my best.